Can you talk to me about the growth and expansion of Cutler Real Estate over the last 5 years?
Let me catch my breath. I am exhausted. No, I'm just kidding. Unprecedented growth. And you know, what started in 2012 really wouldn't have been possible if we hadn't made the decisions we did in 2006. First off, if we hadn't gone independent, we would never have been able to expand out of our footprint, out of the Akron-Canton market. The limiting factor of a franchise network would have been completely cost prohibitive for us to expand into Cincinnati or Columbus. So that was a huge turning point for us from an expansion standpoint. But just the decision to look at our brand as a legacy brand, that we had the long view that we were going to be here for years and years and years and decades to come, that allowed us to look at as expansion as the next step in our growth strategy. And it's been an interesting 5 years because we have our core market, our legacy market in our Akron-Canton area that is as important today as it ever has been. But then over the last 5 years, we've expanded into Cincinnati first, then into Columbus, and we've taken Columbus by storm, then into northern Kentucky, and now we're expanding into Cleveland. So to be a statewide operation and then to go and become a multi-state operation, it's been a little challenging for some of our folks that have been here for 10, 12, 15, 20 years in our legacy market because they're struggling to understand why we chose to expand. But if you're not growing, you're shrinking. Even though change is difficult sometimes, and through the lens of nostalgia, it's sometimes easy to think back to the good old days. The fact that our company has continued to be relevant and innovative for 70 years, and we will be innovative and relevant for the next 70 years, means that we're going to have to continue to think differently on how we're going to grow, how we're going to be successful, how we're going to give opportunities and take opportunities, quite frankly. And that's what we saw in 2012 when we had the opportunity to expand into Cincinnati. And had we not taken that leap and skipped Columbus, Columbus probably wouldn't have been on our radar. But when the opportunity, and I'll never forget this because the day that I was named general manager was at our first day of spring event in 2013. And my dad announced that I was coming on and taking over the role as general manager. And our footprint was 11 offices in Akron-Canton and 2 offices in Cincinnati. And then the next day, we got a call about an opportunity that led to our rapid expansion and growth in Columbus. And my footprint doubled in less than 48 hours. And it was an amazing experience. And what I realized more so in Columbus than in Cincinnati and going through that process in 2013 is that the brand that we built in 2006, the decisions that we made in 2006, allowed us to take our brand anywhere. And if it's a good opportunity and it aligns with our core values and it aligns with our business strategy, we can take our brand anywhere and we can have a tremendous impact and a tremendous impact on the local real estate market and a tremendous impact on realtors that are looking for our brand of business. And so that was an exciting experience. It's still a work in progress. We still have a tremendous growth opportunity in Columbus, and we're committed to it. But we're not going to forget where we came from either. And Akron-Canton remains and will always remain an incredibly important part of our company's success.